Trousers.
First flag is telling to throw first. Game on.
A very unfamiliar shirt. Well, his luggage didn't arrive. He was on the same flight as us and we got ours.
No problem.
But I tell you what, in a funny sort of way, it will take all of the pressure away. And he will have looked, and fortunately here at PDC Europe, there is an absolutely enormous dart shop at the back of this hall. So he's gone over there. He's looked around, tried to find something that he could throw.
60.
And D.Webster is one of those players who can throw absolutely anything.
He'll feel like throwing something at the baggage handlers, I think.
Slightly.
138.
Yeah, walk-on music is shoot the runner. I think he will want to shoot someone from the airline after that mishap yesterday. Anyway, as you say, it could work either way for him, really.
85.
Every treble 20, every successful double, every bullseye will be absolutely lapped up by this crowd here.
What's really interesting is that there have been tales of woe about lost luggage on the PDC circuit over the last few years. I remember when Robert Thornton was travelling to Canada. He was with myself and Mark Webster. Our luggage arrived. His didn't arrive. He had to use other people's darts, other people's shoes. I mean, that was the worst one for Robert. He just didn't want to do that. But the best story goes like this. Alan Tabban, a few years ago, lost his luggage, lost his darts, won the tournament, and then he came home and started using his own darts when he got his luggage back.
155 from Webster leaves him on a
100.
tops checkout here.
And you require 40.
On the Webster throw.
Game shot on the
I'll
first
tell you what,
leg.
the way he's been thrown in this first leg, I think he might have to keep
Second
these
leg is
darts.
Max
Yeah.
to throw first. Game on.
The airline can keep the old ones. He's made the perfect start on his throw. Darren Webster also had almighty problems getting to Innsbruck last year as well, I remember. So it seems to follow him around.
100.
It's
how's
no
your-
coincidence, that was it.
How's your look, Darren?
Yeah.
Speaking of how's your look, we're going to see Kevin Painter next.
Against Devon Peterson in the penultimate match of the evening and the day itself. Rennie Idams with the honour of bringing proceedings to a close against Steve West in the final match of the night. Now Max Hopp on his throw needs to get back on level terms. He can't really afford to let Webster build up any sort of a significant advantage.
140.
Good dart from Max.
Yeah, Webster will look to take any opportunity he can just to silence the crowd. It's a very, very partisan crowd here.
57.
And they've already had one player to celebrate going through. Dragutin Horvat, Croatian, but coming through the host nation qualifiers last night. He's an adopted German in that respect.
Mike Holtz earlier on played very steady stuff.
And Mike Holt 6-5 against Michael Barnard. So German representation
100.
in the second round guaranteed. It's always, I think, benefits the tournament when there's host nation involvement going into the weekend, but Webster here might just be
140.
thinking about
Max require 161.
giving Max something else to think about here, but Max on a finish first. Big finish it would be. Well, you wouldn't put it past him, would you?
97.
That's steady stuff. And if Darren Webster's going to put pressure on here, he's looking at least a 140. Very possible right now. Could even leave double 12.
140.
Well,
Max require
who's going to chip the 64? Max is going to get the first poke at it. Conventional, treble 8 or treble 16. Treble 8 it is. Tops.
Needs this double 10. And gets it. That was a big, big pressure shot because Darren Webster was lurking with intent at the back of the stage there.
And that's what Darren Webster does. He lurks.
140.
There's not many dart players are smaller than Darren Webster. I'll tell you what, though. He really punches above his weight as far as ability is concerned. I did say that he wasn't going to be bothered about this equipment issue. Another tidbit about equipment stories on the tour.
Why not, as it's early doors here.
Colin Monk decided to use Steve Maish's darts a few years ago. Just didn't fancy using his own. That day he hit a 9-dart leg. Consequently, yeah, Steve asked for his darts back after that.
140.
He asked for a cut of the prize money as well.
That was actually back when they used to get a bonus for hitting the 9-darters. Then all of a sudden everybody started to hit them and they stopped paying the bonuses.
60.
But totally justified in my opinion, because been some stories about 9 darters, about people hitting one on the Saturday and getting a big bonus, and then someone hitting it the next day and getting next to nothing. But you should just enjoy getting a 9 darter, and shouldn't be monetized, in my opinion. This is a good game. This is a really good game. It's no longer about the lost luggage, it's about darts now. And Max Hopp has got a game on his hands.
Yeah, he certainly has. Webster with the advantage of throwing first. Making his second European Tour appearance of the year is the Demolition Man. He made 4 last year, including here in Risa, where he was a first-round loser. Well, here we go, double 12.
77.
Oh, great effort. And if Max Hopp is going to break the Webster throw, he's going to have to do it with the equivalent of 3 bullseyes. Very much doubt he'll go that route. He's not going to get a shot at a double. Webster looks like he's going to take this leg if he can clean up this double 12.
40. That you require 24.
Still an open bed. Not so open now.
12 score. Max you require 110.
Yeah, I wonder whether that shout was just as he was releasing the dart or whether it came after he'd thrown. But that's part and parcel of playing on enemy soil. Well, here we go, double 18.
74.
Well, there were no shouts there, that's for certain. Darren Webster straight to the hockey, no messing double 6. Should be right height for him. And it is.
Shot on the third leg. Darren Webster.
Darren Webster silencing the crowd there. It was a marked celebration.
You're right, though. Enemy territory. It's great for Max Hopp that there are so many tournaments in Germany, because he can play at home so many times through the course of the year.
Here we go. Get the crowd going here. 140 in the end.
Notice that Max's rhythm's a little quicker tonight. I know he's tampered with a few different rhythms over the course of the last few years. And did you say earlier he just celebrated his 20th birthday?
Yeah, last month.
That's depressing.
As indeed did Ryan Meikle as well.
That's even more depressing that there's more than one of them. But we applaud the fact there are so many young talents in the game. It's what we want.
125.
Yeah, they are teenagers no more, but they've certainly got bright, bright futures, the pair of them, especially Max Hopp, the World Youth Champion.
Tell you what, that Youth Championship of the World that's going to be taking place very soon on the circuit, that's going to be pretty good this year.
Very keenly contested, yeah, there's plenty you can make a case for in that.
Young guy coming over from Canada, I forget his name, but you got Max Hopp, you got Corey Cadby from Australia.
21-year-old from Tasmania, yeah. Beaten Phil Taylor.
Yeah, I wonder how he's going to handle the pressure of that, coming over to play the youth guys. And there's Robbie King as well from Australia, so Australia's going to be brilliantly represented in that this year. Max Hopp is going to be the man to beat because he's the champ.
75 remaining here for Hopp. Just wonder whether he'll try and ping another.
Oh, lovely lead.
121.
Really good darts.
161.
This would hurt a lot. It might just hurt. Right in the middle. Oh, great effort, Darren Webster.
Max Ukar 24.
Oh, you can just feel the tension in this arena.
Big puff of the cheeks from Max there. And double 12 is there for 2 apiece.
I love
again lurking.
I love the mix of emotion and aggression from Max Hopp at the moment. I think he's really enjoying this. But it's on throw. 4 holes of throw. I think that just builds the tension, because if we do get a break, it's going to make the pressure go up even more.
Yeah, Webster a missed dart at bullseye for a 1-6-1 checkout. Hopp sealing the deal with double 12.
60.
What's really good as well, Rob, is the fact that we have a German player, or a foreign player, where his name is very easy to pronounce.
100.
We're just about getting the hang of Mervisa. Dragutin Horvath. He played exceptionally tonight. I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah, that was a good match against Ricky Evans, 6-4.
100.
I think there's a lot to admire about Max Hopp. When he came on the circuit, he looked very similar to what he looks like now.
40.
About 4 years ago, he burst on the circuit at Newland, beating Steve Beaton and Terry Jenkins, I think it was that day.
59.
And since then, he
That'll require
did what kids do. He
161.
put on a bit of weight and he enjoyed himself a bit, but he looked in the mirror and said, you know what, if I want to be a professional dart player, I've got to do things properly.
105.
And since then, he's been a revelation. He is a real credit to German darts.
Just thought for a moment Webster might have fancied taking on the 161 again, but with Hopp on 282, there was no need to be so direct and Route 1-ish.
100.
He's pacing
That'll
himself.
require 56.
He's making smart decisions at the moment,
Yeah,
Darren Webster.
16 for tops 2, goes at it as well. Double 10 then he wants for a 3-2 lead.
36.
But he will be back. But he won't want to mess about too much longer. Very healthy average from Webster, by the way. 102.6 it was prior to that visit.
Well, it begs the question, if he wins this match, he's probably going to wear the same shirt tomorrow, surely.
95.
Use the same darts.
Even
That'll
if
require
it all
20.
turns up, yeah.
Game
There
shot
we
on
go,
the fifth
3-2.
leg. Darren Webster.
Very similar
Six-legged match to
Passage
throw
of play
first.
to the
Game on.
match between Cullen and de Graaf, where we had 9 successive holds of throw and then the crucial break in the 10th for Cullen. This match is going the same way.
Yeah,
5 successive.
Jeffrey de Graaf is playing really well at the moment and gets some
60.
absolute stinker draws, running into one of the form horses and probably a brilliant dark horse for this weekend in Joe Cullen. He's playing really well.
100.
Well, we had the pleasure of Darren Webster's company last night from Frankfurt to Dresden on the plane. He was telling us all about a project he's doing at the moment where he's literally undertaking every certain job you can do around a house. And as if that's not enough, he's taking a course in how to do
91.
gas.
And you could say, or some might say, it's just as well he has got the sideline because prize money has been few and far between for him. In fact,
100.
I was looking into this. He's not won any prize money since reaching the semi-finals of Players' Championship 9 in Coventry on the 22nd of May. So that's nearly 4 months ago when he last won prize money. £3,000 he picked up for reaching the last 4 there. Also had a good payday at the
60.
UK Open this year where he made the last 16, but no prize money since the 22nd of May.
Yeah, Darren's been playing well for a while, but it has been a bit of a lean spell
100.
over the summer period. And he'll be thinking that the world's against him. He's finally got himself into a European Tour event, going into the later part of the summer.
Yeah, he's guaranteed a grand here, win or lose, and Max Hopp might well be hoping it's a losing appearance of Darren Webster. Ton 40 for Max brings him down to 150. By the way, May was a good month in other ways for Webster. He became a grandfather as well,
150.
just
Yeah.
before his appearance in Hamburg.
Yeah, it's not all about the darts.
It's certainly not. Max Hopp then 150 to level things up once again. Ooh, well,
41.
He didn't want that because Darren Webster again is lurking in the background
oh,
and
he's
could
got the
make
treble
him
20.
pay.
No, he hasn't.
89. Max require 109.
Leaves 52. So 2 darts from there.
Well, Max is leaving himself these 3 darters, which aren't easy, but it just got a hell of a lot easier.
Double 16 to level it up at 3 apiece.
77.
And he's wide of the
That'll
target.
require 52.
Well, for the first break in this match, could it be double top for Darren Webster? He's got a skirt to the left.
Game
Oh,
shot on the
what about
sixth
just
leg.
go underneath?
Darren Webster.
One of the advantages of being a smaller man
first.
is that he can
Game
look
on.
underneath that dart, much like other players like Vincent Kamphuis and Vincent van der Voort could not.
Yeah, well, that missed start at double 16 for Max Hopp is looking pretty crucial now. Could so easily have been 3 apiece. It is instead 4-2 in favour of the 48-year-old from
60.
Norwich, the demolition man. Is threatening a demolition job of German hopes here. Max Hopp is up against it now. And he needs to get off to a flyer here to give the crowd reason to believe.
140.
I was saying earlier, he's fiddled around with the rhythm a little bit, Max Hopp. It's very much quicker
100.
this time around. He's very pronounced with the first dart, getting an aim, and he has been just following it through just like that. I question it a bit. I think he's better when he's a bit more deliberate.
60.
You might have questioned someone who is on stage, and I'm in the commentary box, so he's obviously better than I am. Oh, great visit from Darren
174.
Webster. Piling the pressure on the German now. The crowd are silent.
Yeah, if Hopp doesn't register a big score here, Webster won't have to be so aggressive. He might be thinking about going for it. I suppose it all depends what happens here with Hopp's visit. It's on the Webster throw.
100.
Okay, so he's down to
Challenger required
201, so he doesn't need to go
167.
for it here, but he might well do. Well, the option's not there anymore anyway.
100.
Yeah.
It's funny how we were talking earlier on this afternoon about Andy Hamilton having new darts. I think he's had them for about a month and getting that familiar feel. Well, it just seems like Darren Webster has had these ones for years.
Yeah. He looks very comfortable. As you say, he can throw anything, and
Challenger requires 67.
he'll look comfortable. 67 then for a 5-2 lead. 50 required. Which way's he gone? 10 for tops.
27.
Not there yet.
Max,
Now, what is it about people from the
101.
East Country, i.e. Peter Wright, who are familiar with new darts? Well, Max Hopp wants to be familiar with this 81 left. Needed treble 19 for double 12 and doesn't get it.
81.
Leaves it handy, but Darren Webster
requires
straight to the
40.
hockey, no messing. He's hit it once. Will he hit it again?
Getting closer.
Shoulder
Oh,
seven
brilliant. You can
flag.
see what it
Darren
means.
Webster.
That
A flag
second
is
dart
Max
was just
to
a
first.
fraction
Game
closer,
on.
and he just needed to guide it underneath, and that's exactly what he's done. He leads 5-2, and Max Hopp, well, he's playing in his 4th European Tour event of this year. He's had one big highlight this year so far, reaching the last 8 in Hamburg,
42.
beating Ian White and Terry Jenkins before losing to Peter Wright.
It's not looking likely he's going to make the last
But
eight
it's
this
not
weekend.
looking likely here. Made the 3rd round in Gibraltar. 1st round exit in Dusseldorf, though. Disappointment after that 6-5 defeat by Andy Bolton at the end of July. And he's on course
100.
for another 1st round defeat here. And Darren Webster, the demolition man, doing a demolition job on the hopes of the 20-year-old
43.
in front of his home crowd here.
Well, we've seen someone be 5-2 up today and lose in
Yeah,
Brendan
that was-
Dolan.
yeah.
So Max Hopp has got to do that exact job that Yori Mebusa did earlier.
Well, that's a step in the right direction. A hold of throw here. Then he needs to break. He's still got so much to do. He needs to win 4 legs on the
60.
spin. Okay, he's got the cushion here, but it is on the Hopp throw. Webster won't be pressing the panic button by any stretch of the imagination here.
And do you think there was a little aggression after that 180? His face is a picture.
134.
Real aggression from Hopp.
Yeah, that'll do as well. Okay, so you can assume he's in the frame here to make it
60.
5-3.
Max require 45.
Then he needs to find a break. But then he needs to find another one. That's just inside the wire, so double 16 then. That's pitched slightly awkwardly.
29.
Yeah, well, just as well Webster's on 2-3-8.
Yeah, just as well. He is going to come back, but he doesn't want to mess around with doubles because if he does get shots in legs
60.
after this, providing he hits this
requires
one, of course,
16.
and he doesn't want to mess around with them. He wants to hit them nice and clean and crisp. Get rid of them as soon as you have them. That'll do.
Game shot on the A flag. Max Hopp. 9 flag is Talon to throw first. Game on.
Right, he's got to win 3 more. Darren Webster wants to get rid of it in the 9th leg, which is this one. And a perfect start, really.
140.
Puts the pressure on Hopp straight away.
Yeah, the average had just dipped to 90 when it was nudging, 98, 99 not so long ago, but he's still in a very, very healthy position here in terms of the shape and developments of this
59.
match.
What a story it would be if Darren Webster has a run.
Here we go. Could have a very good run here. Well, that could be that.
One under the leg.
I guarantee you one thing, the way he's played in this match, I've been very impressed with it. I think his dart manufacturer making a phone call on Monday as if to say, can you make me a set of darts like that, please?
Max Hopp, though, looking to respond in kind.
140.
Okay, well, Webster 121 in front, plus these. Down to a finish first.
60.
And 1-2-1 is very gettable, but
302 is only one route for this, really.
yeah,
18s might stay there. Or he could have had 2 treble 20s to leave a finish. No
58.
trebles on this occasion, so Darren Webster is on cruising street.
121.
yeah, 6 starts from here at 1-2-1. 101 remaining, looking at treble 17 there, didn't take it out,
52.
only straight into the 5s, but again, closing in, inching towards a 6-3 win and a meeting tomorrow against Terry Jenkins in the 2nd round Jenkins and Webster know each other inside out.
100.
Yeah, two veterans of the sport.
That only requires 69.
Darren Webster just close this out. 54, 14 for tops. He's already hit it twice.
29.
Well thrown
Match
dart.
require 144.
This would be special.
We've had a couple of corkers today, haven't we? This would be pretty good. And it would change the complexion of the match completely.
That's a perfect first dart. It's a perfect second dart. Double 12. Oh my word, that would have been something special. That really would have got the crowd absolutely bouncing.
Sensational effort from Max Hopp.
As it is, it might not be enough. Two more cracks at double 20 for Darren Webster. And the demolition job from the demolition man is complete. And once again, it's a first round exit for Max Hopp on the European Tour. This time in front of his local crowd base. His local fan base will go home disappointed. Joy elsewhere for other Germans in the draw, but not for the great young hope.
Ein 6:3 Erfolg
is
von
out of the
Darren Webster
tournament.
über Max Hopp.
20 years of age, he will have to wait to make another impact on the European Tour. I'm sure we'll see him again in this European Tour season in 2016, but for now it's the end of the road. Darren Webster is through to face Terry Jenkins tomorrow.
Die 9 Darts, die
A
sich da
reminder that on the way we have
musste,
Kevin Painter against Devin
die waren
Peterson.
offenbar kein
But
Problem.
Terry
Applaus
Jenkins will be
für den
watching that. He'll
Maximizer
have been given plenty
Max
to
Hopp,
think about. And no doubt Darren Webster will be
der
talking
sich
about his lost art.
besonders gefreut hat, hier in Riesa am
with
Start zu
Eleanor
sein,
Polka.
durch seine gestrige Qualifikation für das Hauptfeld. Darren, congratulations. No problems with his new darts, so you should use them all the time.
Yeah, I know. I got no pants, let alone darts.
So are they similar to your normal darts?
No,
Really not?
nothing like it. I had to buy them at the back.
Also er hat wirklich alles neu. Neue Hose an, neues Shirt und er sagt, diese Darts haben nichts damit zu tun, mit denen er normalerweise spielt. So why isn't it a problem for you to use such different darts? You don't care?
No, just have to get on with it.
Really? That is unbelievable.
Trousers, no shoes, no darts, no anything. No suitcase, nothing.
It's still not there, the suitcase?
But then I have to play Max. He played brilliant normally, but you know, Max is great, but I never give up. No matter what I got, I'll throw nails if I have to, but never give in.
Yeah, congratulations. That was difficult. See you tomorrow again. Thank you very much.